What would you tell yourself on our first date if you had the chance? Wow.
Yeah, how would you describe the way I love you to a stranger? Uh-oh. Honest answers only.
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
no.
There was a moment where I was just kind of like fighting what was happening a little bit. I was like, why do I feel a bit of a connection with this guy? Like,
Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Kiana, and we are the Gallahers. Welcome back, or welcome to our channel.
Yes, we're so happy to have you.
Yes, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to play a little game with you guys.
Yes.
This is called We're Not Really Strangers, Couples Edition. I found this game online. I think I might have seen a couple couples on YouTube play it before, and we've kind of sampled it in our marriage.
Yeah, we've tried it a couple of times, but not too consistently, so we're back. We want to try it, we want to play it, but we want to play it with you.
Right, and we don't even know like all the questions, so this is going to be really fun for us.
Yeah, it's a card-based game, and you know, we have not been through all the cards. The purpose of the game is to build your connection with each other.
Build your intimacy with each other. It says on the back, what's more romantic than being understood? Being understood is
a beautiful thing.
It is.
And you know, what better way to do it than to do this with you, so you all can also learn us a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. It says here, the couples edition is an invitation to better understand who your partner is today, not just the person you met them as. There's only one rule while playing: honest answers only. So
there's 3 levels. All right, level 1 is perception, level 2 is connection, and level 3 is reflection. So you can already hear it's probably going to get a little deep, and you know, that's the point of the game.
Yeah.
But most likely we'll probably just do a couple of cards from each section.
We're gonna jump right in. Level 1. Pick a card, husband.
Just take the one that's in the back. Here we go.
Oh, he's gonna take one from the back.
Boom. Let's see here. What was the hardest thing for you to understand about me early on, if anything?
Okay, the hardest thing for me to understand about you, my dear, early on was, I think you know.
Why I was so cool and so, you know.
Oh, yeah. Just where he gets his swagger from. No, I think the hardest thing for me to understand was your time management.
I respect that, because I have to admit, there were and there are times where, you know, I can be sharper with the time management, so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that. If you ask me this question...
Yes, what about you? Be honest, but be nice.
There was nothing hard that I can say to understand about you. I was surprised to learn some things about you, but in a good way, though. You had a certain personality that I was like, wow, she is so, like, gentle, and she is so sweet. I'm like, wow, that is beautiful. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Thank you, honey. But that's the hardest thing for you to understand about me?
I can't think of the hardest thing. I don't think I had a difficult time trying to understand you. And that's an honest answer. I can't think of anything like that. Sweet.
Wow. This is so funny because this doesn't even go for me. But if he really knows me, he'll answer it correctly. What's my coffee order? Get specific.
What is your coffee order? Get specific. Yeah, you don't drink coffee.
I was gonna say the right answer would have been to say, like, she doesn't drink coffee, she drinks tea. And if she drinks tea, she drinks it without sugar or cream. I just drink it plain.
Okay, yeah.
So your coffee order would be usually like a small coffee.
Small coffee. Okay.
Depending on the mood, he might just get a black coffee, but he typically will get cream and sugar. Less sugar. He always asks for a little less sugar. He might do an iced coffee depending on the mood.
That's it. I was about to say, wait, is it hot or iced? But I like both.
Yeah, he likes both. Depends on the mood.
There's like I think somebody's cheating over here. There's a card that's just not even in the right place. Yeah. So I'm going to skip that card.
Okay.
All right, Kiana. Describe the first time we met through your perspective.
I like that question.
In detail.
The first time, you know, we've talked about this before, but the first time we met was at our church. We were getting ready to, we were enlisted as dancers for this event, and I had seen him around church before, but we didn't know each other like that. But when I came downstairs into like our main, like, I guess auditorium area, he was like down there dancing and like just being like, you know, he and his sister were downstairs and he was just kind of, I guess, in his element.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not a dancer, but I guess I was
outgoing.
looking smooth, I guess. I don't.
He's an outgoing guy, and I loved it actually, seeing him confident in his skin, just being free, because that's me too.
I appreciate that.
Like, he reminded me of myself there, because he didn't like care who was watching or looking. He was just being himself, and I like that about you.
I appreciate that.
I noted it that day. I did.
Okay. Oh.
And you?
That's funny because I just said we talked about this before, and I almost forgot. That was the first time we met.
Because I was thinking about another time too. I was thinking about the serving, but that wasn't the first time we met.
Yeah.
The first time we actually met was when we were getting ready to dance.
So that same day when I met you, my thought was, oh yeah, she's really nice, really sweet, pretty. And that was pretty much it. I just thought, oh, she's so nice, because her and my sister-in-law walked over to me, to my sister and I, and introduced themselves, and I was like, oh man, they both are so nice, so sweet, and they both looked like they were just pretty and well put together.
That's so sweet.
And that was it, because that was the first interaction. So, yeah, we didn't really talk to each other more in depth until a little short time after, you know, but good first impression, I should say.
All right, so we're going to level 2, connection. All right.
Connection cards. Oh.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you think my job affects our relationship? I have to go. Okay.
Well, you are a stay-at-home wife right now, and that affects the relationship in a great way. Because she's able to get things done around the house. She's able to cook. She's able to clean. She's able to take care of certain tasks that I can't do while I'm working. So I have no complaints right now at all. I'm very, very thankful. Very thankful.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
what about my other job?
Your other job?
Yeah, producer, production. That's the job I thought he was really gonna answer. I thought he was gonna mention like, how does the job affect our relationship, because I'm a little bit of a tough cookie when it comes to getting the work done on camera.
Oh yeah, I mean, as far as YouTube and being a content creator, that affects our relationship in a good way as well, because that's the thing that you handle the most, and the fact that you know what you're doing and the fact that you're on top of that, that's a blessing, because we need that in order to talk to you.
Yes.
You know? How do you think my job affects our relationship? I guess it's the same situations.
Your job has been a blessing. Like, there's nothing I can say. I'm very grateful.
Okay.
I think it affects our relationship in a very positive way, because he's home and I'm home too. And
yeah, I work from home. That's a blessing.
It's very sweet. Like, some people don't feel like they can be with their spouse like all the time, but if I could choose, like, I'd be with him all the time.
I don't have to, you know, I am blessed. I don't have to leave the house. If I, you know, get hungry, I can walk right to the kitchen. You know, right after work, I can go take a nap. We are smooth by the grace of the Lord.
Yes.
All right, let's see. What's one small thing that I do that tells you everything you need to know about me?
I would say Mark is meticulous, and it shows in other areas of his life. You know, keeping the way that you keep up with yourself, the way that you keep up with the house, like the way that you manage your life, I think is meticulous. So that's one thing I would say.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, because that does tell, you know, it tells a lot. It says that I am trying to be organized.
How he is. Yeah.
Trying to be on top of things. You know, I'm still growing. I can be even sharper, but I respect that answer. One small thing that you do that tells me everything I need to know is probably how you interact with people.
Oh, okay.
Probably how you respond and communicate, because she has like this very sentimental and loving personality. So, you know, she could be looking at a picture or a message from somebody, and she responds like in a certain, like, oh my god, like her response is so endearing. So that just tells me, oh, she's super sweet. Like she's willing to be vulnerable. So
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am. Level 2, okay. We haven't had a wild card yet. Let's see if that's what I'm on my way to.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned the wild cards. Anyway, so yeah, apparently there's wild cards.
Yeah, there's a wild card, but I didn't pull one.
And I guess it asks you to do certain spontaneous acts.
Lord.
Okay.
That might not be a good one. I might have to pull another one. Ooh, okay. Here we go. What has this relationship taught you about yourself?
A whole lot. A whole lot. Oh my goodness, where do I even start with that? So I've learned that I'm very, very imperfect. That that there's so much sharpening that I can receive. So much help that I could benefit from. And that's an honest answer. You know, that's just because when you're married and people say, you know, when you get married, you expose yourself and you see all the flaws, and it's true. You do see where you fall short. You see where you can improve, and that's just how it's designed. I mean, whenever you're so connected in such a tight relationship with another person, you're going to see, oh, I don't do this well. Oh, I fall short here. Oh, okay, I'm not meeting the need here. So it's taught me just how imperfect I am and how much grace I need and how much you have to be willing to suffer through in order to improve yourself and to make your relationship great.
I would say the relation. That was a beautiful answer, honey. I can actually relate to that, but I wanted to come answer this from a different angle, different perspective. I would say that this relationship taught me just how capable I am.
Nice.
That I'm actually more capable than I thought.
That's nice.
You know, because upon getting married, as some of you know, I've battled with anxiety, and leaving home was like a big deal for me. And I couldn't imagine the day where I would feel like comfortable fully, like, you know, not seeing my parents every day or, you know, talking to my sister every single day. I mean, we talk every day practically, but
that's true.
you know, like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm home and this is, you know, and I'm so comfortable now. So I think
she's come a long way with that, you know, thank God. Just so much further along with that. When do you think I'm at my best? Who am I with? What am I doing? Okay.
Oh, when is he at his best? That's a hard question, because I feel like Mark, generally speaking, he's a happy person. Like, there, you know, he's very resilient. There's a few occasions that he's at his best when he's enjoying one of his favorite meals.
I was laughing because I was literally thinking that you were gonna say when he's eating a meal that he likes. Oh my goodness.
When he's eating something he likes.
That's not a very deep answer, but at least that's an honest answer, you know.
Yes, like when we're having fun together, when we're with family, either side of the family. You know, like, I mean, like, I can't. Uriah, like when you're with our nephew, like I don't know, like.
No, those are all true. I really think I'm at my best when I feel that I'm managing my life well, when I feel like I'm organized, I feel like things are taken care of in the household, things are on track, and I really feel like I'm doing a good job. That's when I feel like I'm really at my best.
That's true. Yeah. That's very true.
But everything you said is true too. But really, I'm like, oh yeah, if I am showing myself to be a good manager of life, I really feel good about that.
When do you think that I'm at my best?
I feel like you're at your best, meaning you feel the best when you have accomplished some type of idea towards your business. And you've executed the goal, whether it's YouTube or her Heal the Girl YouTube channel as well, not just the Gallahers. I feel like that really gives her
Heal the Girl Network on
happiness.
YouTube, guys.
Yes, Heal the Girl Network. That's her other YouTube channel. Please check that out.
Thank you.
Please share and subscribe to that too, as well as the Gallahers. I'd love to have you on both. But you are at your best when you are working on and executing against an idea, and it comes together well.
Yeah, thank you.
But that's one aspect. That's one aspect.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think that we're both at our best too, and we're both spiritually fueled as well. Like I would say, like when you're at your best, like I'm at my best. I don't know, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. There's like so many answers for that.
I mean, ultimately, we are both at our best when we feel that we're walking in accordance with God's will. I mean, you know, that's the best feeling when you're like, oh, I'm being obedient, I'm overcoming trials, I'm overcoming sin, I'm doing the right thing. You know, so speaking in that regard, that's the number one thing, of course.
Number one.
I also think that you're at your best when you are, like, for example, if your home is cozy, if your home is clean and you feel like, oh yeah, I have everything, you know, floors vacuumed, food is prepared, you feel like you really did a good job. And you feel like you're cozy, neat, calm, and comfortable. Then you're at your, you're very happy. So that's definitely that's that. So we are going to level 3, final level.
What could it be? Level 3. Oh, this one's really sweet. Okay, level 3, reflection. How would you describe the way I love you to a stranger?
I would simply say she is so sweet. She's so gentle. She's quick to apologize. Her love is endearing and gentle. Yeah, that's pretty much, that sums everything up.
Well, thank you, honey. That's really sweet. How would I describe the way that...
Yeah, how would you describe the way I love you to a stranger?
The way that he loves me. I would really have to say, like, Christ loves the church. I would say that he really aims to sacrifice.
I appreciate that.
And you know, love looks like a number of things. Like sometimes it's action, sometimes it's, you know, like acts of service, gifts, all of, you know, the love languages. But I would say he loves me with an unconditional love. So not dependent on what I do, what I look like. I feel like you really love me genuinely, and it really is beautiful, and I really am thankful for that. It's a gift, it's truly a blessing, and I don't take that for granted at all. But if I were to say that, you know, to a stranger, he's very thoughtful, he's loving, he's kind, he's long-suffering. He's truly how a husband is supposed to love his wife. You know,
appreciate that. All right. So in your opinion, how am I holding myself back the most? Honest answers only.
Do you really want me to answer that question? I'm kidding.
No.
In some ways, I just kind of feel like you could be a little more free. A little more free to be.
Okay.
A little more flexible with
respect that.
allowing yourself to be who you are. I don't know.
No,
he gets what that means. You all may not fully understand that, but he knows what I mean when I say that. I feel like he tries to hold himself back just a little bit, reserving himself a certain way, in ways in which I don't know if he always has to.
So in my opinion, I think I feel that you're holding yourself back by maybe not allowing certain discomforts. You know, and I know it's hard to just allow uncomfortable situations, but if we all could learn to be to allow more uncomfortable things in our lives and our circumstances, I guess we can get through a lot more things, have a lot more progress and success in different areas, not just in those that we are familiar with or we can work through. So yeah, I would say that's allowing yourself to feel and work through more uneasiness. Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah. What would you tell yourself on our first date if you had the chance? Wow, what a question.
I would say, yeah, hey, do the right thing, keep doing the right thing, because you are gonna marry this person, and there's gonna be certain challenges, you know, in your lives like anybody else, but just prepare your mind, wrap your mind around getting through them and working through them.
Okay. I was kind of thinking something along those lines, but just that, what would I tell myself on our first date if I had the chance that yes, he's definitely going to be your husband? Like, yes, that's your husband. Because I felt it. Like, I had a feeling. I was like, why do I feel so... Like, this might be another video for another time, but I'm just going to sprinkle this in there, that there was a moment where I was just kind of like fighting what was happening a little bit. I was like, why do I feel a bit of a connection with this guy? Like, there's something magnetic happening, but yet I don't know if I'm ready for that. I didn't know if I was ready for it. I wasn't sure if I wanted it. I did not know. But yeah. I was like, this feels like he could probably be the one that I end up marrying. The one that the Lord chose for me. The one that we waited for each other.
Yes, if you told yourself that you think that it would make you feel more comfortable at that time, I guess.
I don't know.
Because if you knew that up front, you might be a little more at ease. You wouldn't have to worry or question, I assume, right?
I mean, no. It wouldn't have changed much because, like I said early on, I felt like this was just a different situation. We laid down a foundation very early. So I don't feel like it would have changed a whole lot. But I think it would have just...
spiritual foundation of how we wanted to
carry out the relationship.
How we wanted to, interact and things.
Mm-hmm.
But
it wouldn't have changed a whole lot. I think it just would have put me at ease. It would have felt good to know. Like, okay,
I think you
don't have to wonder.
Last card.
Do the honors, my dear.
An extra card. Here we go. Let's do it. That's a good way to end the video. It's a good way. What do you think our defining characteristic is as a couple?
Our defining characteristic as a couple, our foundation, godliness.
I would say a couple who is trying to live according to God's way.
Yeah, exhibiting that
and showing that, and not only to each other but to those around us. I think that is our defining characteristic. Because people come to us and they say, wow, you all are so loving and kind, and we're humbled, but that's what we're trying to be. We are trying to walk in that as the Lord tells us to do. This was great. We never even played it this long before. We only did maybe a card here or there, but
yeah,
this is good to do.
I would definitely recommend this game to other couples. Get this game. Ask questions to each other before bed. That's sometimes what I like to do.
Yeah, that's what we do sometimes. Take a card here.
Ask each other some questions. And I think that the conversation never stops when you're married. There's always things that you can learn about each other, things that you don't know. I mean, the questions that they're asking, they're not questions that you think of every day.
Relationships, everybody says it does take work, but communication is probably the main, or at least one of the main parts of making the relationship work. So, oh my goodness, if you could see how we've grown over the past 4 years in communication and learning, and just getting deeper with each other. I mean, it's been amazing. Games like this are just a reminder, we do need to, we can stand to talk more about certain things and investigate each other's mindsets more. So, I mean, I will try my best to do more of this with you. This is very helpful right here. Please, we kindly ask once again, subscribe, share, like our video. We want to hear from you in the comments. Comment about what you thought about some of these questions. Comment what you think about marriage, relationships. We want to grow together.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Yes, thank you so much.
We'll see you in the next video.
See you there. Oh, it's so beautiful. So what if you were to ask me this question?
No, if you were to ask me that question.
Well, I did.
When am I at my best?
For me. Boom. Let's see here.
I'm gonna pick a card too. Alright, go ahead.
No, you don't pick a card yet.
No, I'm holding it. No, it's to hold.
You don't have to hold it. You're nowhere near ready.
Okay.